Greetings, Tony. How did I get into acting? I got into acting in October 24th, 2010. I came from the MMA and wrestling world. Obviously, I never fought in UFC or worked for Vince McMahon, but I did independence with that, and I had a bucket list of things I wanted to do. I saw a flyer during a zombie crawl on South Street, Philadelphia in 2010 that said they needed extras for zombies. So I jumped right on that, I hit them up, got in. I showed up with about 30 other extras, and we got into zombie makeup, and they didn't pay us, but they got us food and beer. And for the next 10 hours, I was just in paradise. I was just blown away by what I saw in the movie set. I was like, I gotta do this. And I just came out swinging after that movie. I just couldn't, it's all I wanted to do. So that's how I first got into this business. My first role was a short film I did by myself. I didn't really know what I was doing. Oh, there was no lighting, no audio, very amateur. It was a movie called The Video Journal. You could find that on Vimeo. I don't market that much because it's not my strongest work. It was my first role, but I played a head bad guy. Bad guy is kind of my MO, but it was the precursor to my role in the dark military by far. So I advise everybody to do short films up front, because that's where you can make your errors before you try to jump in with a very serious project with a lot of money behind it. You got to know exactly what you're doing. People do not want to invest time in people that don't know what they're doing. They got to make their investment back. So how long have I been doing this? I've been doing this since 2010. I have appeared in over 100 movies. That's everything from just the smallest role to lead actor. Where I come from in Philadelphia, there's a lot of those projects that I was involved in that weren't mine. They never came out. A lot of the acting roles that you do, sometimes some may just not see the light of day, folks. That's just how it is. So you have to look at that as experience. And once, as time went on, I started realizing where to go and not go. I don't know, whoever may be watching this, whatever area you're in, that's just something you're just going to have to work on yourself. I could just tell you my area, Philadelphia, the Jersey area, like what to do and not do. But all of it is experience. And I'm proud to say I was in over 100 films. That's cool. Okay, my two major projects that I did that are the staple of who I am, what makes up Loren, I would say, is I made a film called Pennsylvania Hardcore in 2014. That is a full documentary on all the punk and hardcore bands of the entire state of Pennsylvania. As far as I know, I am the first person to take on a documentary on punk bands from an entire state. I interviewed 200 people over the course of 5 months. The project meant a lot to me because it's what I've been doing since 1993. All these people were my friends. I got to learn a history lesson myself, even though I've been around. There's just so many little areas of Pennsylvania that like you never know it all. So it was a learning experience. I highly enjoy it. It's all free on Amazon and Tubi right now. It's great. Randy from Lamb of God's in it. You gotta check that out. My other baby, which I'm currently pushing, which just came out this year, is The Dark Military. The Dark Military is about, my vision was to bring new horror movie icons to the horror community. It was high production. It took, a long time to get my reputation up there. Enough producers to believe in me to, fund this film. And that's just what you got to do, folks. You have to work your ass off, and you've got to watch everything. What you put on social media, you just need. When people hear your name, they need to know your strong work ethic. They don't need to know that you're some crazy person. Okay, no one invests money in crazy. So dark military is about, you know, a bunch of people from the dark web that get hired to do a job of putting fear back into Halloween once a year. Starts off with a terrorist tape. We've got a whole bunch of ass-kicking dudes in it, including one myself. We got some strong women in this role that are part of the dark military because I wanted a group. I thought we were due for a group. We haven't really had a team since, I'd say, the Devil's Rejects. Yes, please check that out. That's another free on Amazon, free on Tubi. This is part of a trilogy. Like Alex Vincent's in it from Child's Play, Sharon Lynch from Dark Shadows, R. Marcos Taylor from Straight Outta Compton, who played Suge Knight. We have a full soundtrack. We were featured on the Fuse Network. We shot a music video, a very technical, awesome music video by Bad Luck 13, wrote their first song in 10 years for us. So Fangora magazine was the first one to put us out. Like, they were the first one to drop our trailer. We've been reviewed over 40 times. So I'm very proud of that. That is what my legacy is being built on. Through that film, that's what led me to make a small role in Terrifier Part 2. It was just my work ethic. So that's my child, dark military. What advice can I give anybody getting in this business? A lot of people like to sit here and tell you this upbeat thing. The industry is awesome if you're bulletproof. This is not a nice business, folks. Especially where I'm at. Look, people are going to try to take your network. They're going to try to take your producers. Everything you introduce, people are going to try to swarm to it to better themselves. There's a lot of good people that I found in this business, that some amazing people, but for the most part, I will tell you straight up, maybe not a lot of people like this, I'm very guarded about who I let into my world. I work my ass off to get to where I am, and I just don't trust people in general. Maybe this is because I was guarded because I was always a punk rocker, but I've seen a lot of ugliness in this business. So please be advised that up front. That being said, the proper way I would tell you to do is, well, if you want to be a film director, you should go to film school. I would tell every actor that wants to be an actor, find the best acting school in your area and jump on that. I would also tell you, for both of you, the film director and the actor, they should work a full movie set. That's what I did. And I'm not talking about, because this is a short film, work those two, but work a full movie set. It's like 30 days, 30, 40 days. That's how you get fine-tuned. That's how you get exposed to everything. And there's always a lot of downtime. Anyone will be able to tell you that in a movie set. And that's where I learned a lot of do's and don'ts. And every area is different. And what's going to happen is you're just going to learn the nature of your beast in that area. With the right people to be with and the wrong people to be with. You have to be ready for some sort of negative comment. Please take a negative comment. I mean, there's people out there that are just trying to be brutal to people, but you got to realize if someone tells you didn't do a good job on your short film, don't take that to heart. Ask them what you think is wrong. I did that. I did 5 short films before I jumped into Pennsylvania hardcore. 2 of those I'll be glad to show you. The other 3, why? Because I was rushing things, and I had to be told, and I didn't lash back at them. I listened. Listening. Being critiqued isn't exactly, you're not supposed to fire back. You're supposed to learn and move forward. And even in your features, in the documentary that Pennsylvania, you learn from things and you move forward. I'm very proud of those films. Listen, there's some things Are there things I'd like to do different? I wish I did, yes. But be ready. You gotta realize on this business too, you gotta do it all yourself. If you're doing a horror movie, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna need $10,000 to $20,000 just for marketing. You're gonna need that. A lot of people say, oh, you don't need marketing. Those people that do marketing, their films go nowhere. We went on a convention run. We were giving out free t-shirts at the Dark Military and everything, stickers, posters, everything you could think of. Just going out meeting fans, showing them the trailers and stuff like, yo, this movie's coming soon, keep an eye on us. You know, stuff like that. That costs money, folks. Buying Facebook ads costs you money. Buying time in Fangoria and Scream magazine's gonna cost you money. You can't do the Willy Wonka golden ticket. You can't just think like, oh, I'm gonna make a Facebook page and make a YouTube video and it's gonna just catch fire and you're gonna be directing Marvel movies tomorrow. That's not how the business works. You gotta bump, you have to grind. And a lot of people aren't built for this business. If your feelings get hurt, I would advise you to take a lesser role. I don't like to be a Debbie Downer on that, but that's the freaking truth. I would also tell you to have money for your film festivals. That's going to cost you some money too, from the submission fees to can you make it. The only way to get your name out there is to get your film in the film festivals, and it's kind of fun to get out there. You need to get to every film festival. I advise people, like any events, any film festivals, Alamo Draft House, you got to go to everything. Horror conventions, which if you're in the horror community, go to all of them and make as many contacts as you can. I think that's it.